Hello everyone, this is Thomas Newman of VIVA Financial Tuition, and I'm very pleased to announce the launch of our most complete MCS course to date for the November 2020 exam. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with VIVA, you might be asking, well, why would I take a course with VIVA? Well, there are plenty of good reasons too. We get great feedback from our students. We frequently outscore much more expensive tuition providers. As you'll see there from the comment from Vivian, a recent MCS student, she passed with flying colours, was very, very pleased indeed with Viva's course. So we've analysed over the years 45 cases top to bottom. So we've learned a thing or two about what it takes to secure an excellent mark in the case study exam. We've helped almost 6,000 students over that time, and we've been getting rave reviews from students in our most recent webinar sessions. We've been running a lot of live webinar sessions. We'll continue to do that over the November 2020 window as well. We are CIMA specialists, which means we're not distracted with other qualifications. And because we are an online provider, we have significant cost advantages. So it means we pass savings on to students in the form of a much lower price than other tuition providers. Finally, we're a registered CIMA partner, and indeed we work with CIMA quite closely in certain markets, providing them directly with courses. So we've come up with what we think is a winning formula for the November 2020 MCS. First of all, we're running 7 live webinar sessions that will be loaded up to the website the day after each session takes place. We also have a huge library of on-demand content that you can tap into at any time. And of course, we've got 5 mock exams covering the current MCS. A new feature is a student community, a private group that we will open up for students to run doubts by our tutors and indeed to connect with other students and to come up with lots and lots of ideas to tap into the knowledge of the student community. So let's talk about the live webinars first of all. There are 7 of those webinars coming up. The first one taking place on Saturday, the 3rd of October. That one is free for all students to attend, so make sure to register for that webinar. That will run for about 2 hours on Saturday, 3rd of October at 11 AM. All of these times, by the way, are UK times. So in that session, I myself will be running through the first half of the pre-seen document, linking it to important theories, talking about likely exam issues, etc. The second session will take place in the following day. It's an industry overview, and that will look at the real world industry. The second half of the pre-seen will be analysed then on the Monday, 5th of October at 7 PM. Then we're going to take a break because you're going to need time to consider all of that information and to run over the pre-seen yourself and to take a mock exam or two. Then we'll go into more detail on the theories. So the first session there in the group of applied lectures, so E2 applied, will take the most important E2 theories and apply them directly to this pre-seen. The following day then, on Thursday 22nd of October, will see us look at the F2 theories, so most important accounting standards applied to the financial statements. We'll talk through the financial ratios as well. And on the following day, Friday 23rd of October, we'll be doing the same with P2 this time. Again, we'll give you a little break then, about a week, before we come back and tie things up by discussing the 10 most important issues facing your pre-seen company. So there are the live sessions we have planned. Of course, we've got a huge bank of on-demand material that you can call up at any point on the website. We've got theory reviews of E2, F2 and P2. They're accompanied by questions on the most relevant topics so that you can identify weaknesses. We also have a series of videos on preparing for the case, so discussing how you deal with the pre-seen document, how you actually apply theory effectively. We talk about the exam format and understanding your role as a finance manager. Then we've got a series of videos on the exam day itself. So understanding, first of all, what the examiner is actually looking for, how do you manage your time well, and what kind of writing skills you need to demonstrate if you want to score highly. We've got 5 mock exams closely modelled on the real CIMA exams. They're as close to the real thing as you can get. They come with model solutions as well, and they're based on this pre-scene. And for all access members, you also have access to our full E2, F2 and P2 courses, each of them done by a genuine subject expert, so that if you have a need to go back over a particular theory in great depth, you've got 800 questions for each of those subjects. You've also got BPP texts for each of those subjects and about 15 hours of video lectures for each of those subjects as well. We're opening a private Facebook group where tutors and students can interact, run ideas by one another, resolve doubts, etc. And here are the tutors. There I am, Thomas Newman, the founder of VIVA Financial Tuition. I've analysed about 45 pre-scenes over the years, and I really like doing these live sessions. Hugo Newman then is the co-founder of VIVA Financial Tuition. He's an E-expert, so E1, E2, E3, and also over the years he's done a lot of work on industry analysis, so really good at walking you through the real life industry. And then taking the F2 and P2 applied sessions will be former CIMA Prize winner Hugh Martin. So, next steps then. As I said, register for that first webinar. It's completely free. Then, if you want to unlock access to the other webinar sessions and the rest of the content, the mock exams, the library of content on the website, etc., you need to purchase either an all-access membership, which we would highly recommend because it unlocks all other courses on the website. So that would include E2, F2 and P2, for example. Or if you want to just stick with the MCS course, then you can purchase an individual MCS study pack. Then, once you do that, VIVA will email all of the links to the remaining webinar sessions to you, and we'll add you to that private Facebook group.